my microphone is working. So I decided to do it like this again. Some people like it better. It is what it is. It's only a hobby, and we're gonna figure it out. But let me explain to you guys again what I'm doing. I'm doing generation cloning. So here's the fucking blueprint. Okay. Now this is the blueprint. It started at 1, now I went to 2, and now I'm on 6. I'm working on 6th generation. This right here, I've been fucking trying to figure out how I can do a mother plant or a nursery, but I'm not at that step yet. Now, each step is 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. Listen to this, boys. If you look at my clones, and I'm tripping the fuck out. Now, these clones are 6th-year generation, okay? And when I look at these, fucking tell me I'm allowed to have all these plants and I can only have certain amount outside. They don't fucking make sense. Get. Okay, so there's roots everywhere here. That's good. Really nice roots. Good. Now I'm starting to see these roots just explode. So that's what I'm looking for. These are the ones that I want. Is these ones here. And look, that one is changing color there. So that's a weak one. But it is what it is. This is what I have to recover all winter. This is the project 6th-year generation. Okay. Now, the reason that is so difficult is because these clones are 6th-year generation, but the problem is, whoops. The problem is I'm cloning it while it's flowering. So when you clone a marijuana plant when it's flowering, you could put it into shock. These clones, I tell you, no bullshit, look fucking great. Now, these plants at 6th generation, I think I have 28 clones in there. And I'm only going to have, give or take, 7. And that's going to be my homegrown. Now, that's going to be a big plant. Now, I'm going to recover this plant all winter. I'm going to look for those balls. I'm going to judge on the balls, because marijuana, you don't want to have balls. You got balls, you got a problem, because that's the pollen sac, okay? Now, a marijuana plant, I think I fucking figured something out here. Listen, if you continue to go in a cycle, inside, outside, you can go as crazy as you want indoors. I know some growers that are fucking crazy. Like one puff, joint turns black and you pass out. But if you continue your cycle and your circle, oh man, this is gonna be some good shit. Holy shit. Now, the way the plant looks outside, I think I forgot what a marijuana plant looks like. Because I'm looking at this plant and I'm like, am I doing this right? And I'm like, it's like 3 times my height. Now, why am I doing that? Well, the plant is 5 years old and fuck, I'm all in, boys. I'm fucking all in. No, really though. The reason that I'm doing that is because I made a raised bed. And the reason that I did a raised bed, under 5 years, I've been pruning the plant on the bottom. and then I start to realize those bumps that form onto the stalk. I'm like, I'm an idiot. I should do a raised bed. And I'm like, fuck, I must love digging. But looking at the plant, and I'm like, oh, okay, I did a raised bed. I filled up the raised bed about 3 times this year. And at the end of the season, I'm going to add apples and then bury the fucking apples in the ground, feed the worms, or etc. like that. But I did that last year. Now, more branches coming out of the ground is going to make the plant more aggressive, bigger, and stronger. But you're not going to mutate the plant. From what AI is saying, is going to give me more crystals. Fucking AI for you, because I think it's going to get stronger. But the plant is going to get more deliva, or you know what I mean. So if that's true, it's going to get more sticky, more harder. Now, the reason I said you can go crazy indoors, honest to shit, guys, I don't feed my plants. I don't give them nothing. The only thing I gave them was Miracle Grow. Each year I give them a little bit of Power Bloom. Just a little bit, boys. Well, tomorrow I'm giving them, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Tomorrow is 16, I think. I'm fucking high as shit, but around 16. I'm talking right now. I don't want to think about too much numbers. All week I've been thinking about numbers. But if it's true that if I can grow the plant natural and keep going into circle by monster cropping. So this plant that I'm recovering right now, I monster cropped that plant going on 6 years. Okay? That's why I talk some shit like I'm gonna grow weed with 100,000 watts. Because technically, if you want to think about it, if I'm going indoors, outdoors, indoors, I could step up to that. It's kind of possible. You know what I mean? Listen, maybe in 20 years, a fan that's blowing 100 miles, you know what I mean? Like, sure, why not? Because the point is not to make the plant move. If the plant can like it, sure, why not? It would help you during a summer phase. Now, I'm telling you right now, 6th generation is gonna be a fucking beast. You know what I mean? Holy shit. Because I'm looking the way the plant is growing. And when I recover my 6th generation, I'm making sure that the plant is growing good. And then I make a survey. Okay, which one is producing more branches and fast branches, and then I keep killing them, and I keep killing them till I have the 7 fastest plants that's been topped and recovered and transplanted, and then I put it underneath my high-powered lights all winter. And then I do the same thing. I top it, and I top it, and I don't stop. And give or take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I stop fucking with the plant, and then I put it outside, waist deep. Now, I can see the bumps going on the stalk of the plant on the raised beds. That's start of roots. The plant wants to make more roots. I'm like, shit, if I'm going to make a bigger raised bed, the raised bed is going to be waist away from my raised bed now, and it's going to be as tall as me of a raised bed. If I put the plant in the ground up to I'm doing the same shit yearly, boys. Listen, it's the same shit over and over again each fucking year. Like, watch the other blogs. You guys don't fucking understand. I'm going into a fucking circle, and the plant is getting fucking beast. You know what I mean? And I'm not even fucking feeding the plant. I'm like, I'm on to something here, boys. I'm fucking on to something, because you guys don't fucking understand. The longer the plant goes into a circle, I mean, I'm doing some crazy shit to the plant. Like, I'm tripping myself out. You know what I mean? Like, you guys don't fucking understand. Like, holy fuck. This is some trippy shit. And once you get like them 70 branches come, oh yes boys, I said 70 branches just coming out of the ground. And then I asked AI, I'm like, okay, what's going on with this? She's like, it's good for your plant, just make sure you top it. And I'm like thinking, looking at the plant, I'm like, right now I'm debating on waiting till next year before I start topping the plant. Because we're talking about winter time. I mean summer. The whole thing, right? I'm watching people on my cameras. Hold on. what I'm saying is, if you had a seed, grow that seed indoors and then put it outside. Now, when your mint starts flowering, that's when I usually clone my marijuana. Because when the mint is flowering, I see signs on the marijuana that is flowering. And that's really fucking early. Hold on, I gotta check something out. So, that's what I'm saying. So if you had a seed, grow it inside, put it outside, and when it's flowering, you can clone your weed and bring it back in. I'm already on my 5th generation of indoors, outdoors, indoors, outdoors. Cycle never fucking stops. It's like the plant is getting healthier. Now, why am I saying not to feed your plants? I don't really give a shit. I give them Power Bloom. But the thing is, I think it's making the plant stronger. You know what I mean? You don't get lost so much into the vitamins. And trust me, I really don't give a fuck. But this is step number 1. So I said that I need 4 rooms. But I'm always trying to stay to the latest genetics. Like, my clones. This is my clones at 6th generation. I'm irrigating the water. I'm putting oxygen in it, and I'm putting irrigating. Yeah, that would make sense. I'm putting Clone-X, and I'm also putting good cloning gel. Now, to get this clone, you would have to do it 6 times, inside, outside, inside, outside. So it's going on 6 years that this plant seen nature, the power of the sun. Now, I usually grow my plant natural. Like, I'm not saying like I'm a tree hugger. You can watch the other blogs. I give it a little bit of Miracle, well, a lot of Miracle-Gro, but I give them cow shit. Like, I'm not a scientist, you know what I mean? I'm not all in. Like, I'm looking at the plants and I'm like, man, I almost bought them 3 bottles of nutrition. Oh fuck. Like, I look at, like, I'm like, take it easy, man. I start feeding my plants outside. I tell you, they be taller than the fucking house. Oh, that's going to be some good weed. But then you start to think about it. The slower you go, and then you have your other steps. You know what I mean? Because then I don't prune my plant until this time of the season. When I start to see the mint flowering, that's the season that I prune my plant. Now my plant is so aggressive that I'm growing all these suckers that won't be developed up, you know what I mean? So when I start to clone, I'm like, okay, this can go, this can go, this can go. I prune the plant, and then when I'm feeding it Power Bloom, that's my choice, but my genetics are still clean. That's a relief on the plant, you would think, you know what I mean? Because you're cutting branches, so you would think it would be a relief. So it's working so far. That's a new technique that I started this year. My clones of 6th generation, I cloned less than last year. Last year I think I cloned like 80 because I was an asshole like that. And this year I'm like, fuck. I only cloned 28. But this is monster cropping. That's not severe like I did last year, but it is in a little bit of the phase of flowering. So now I gotta recover that plant and make sure there's no balls on these plants. And then I gotta make sure they're growing good and then transplant it, and that's a shock. So it's gonna be a good winter. I do enjoy growing in the winter, and then you put your hard work outside. And as long as I don't feed my plant, my summer is kind of free because I just put the plant outside. I water my plant like I'm fucking crazy, okay? But more or less, if I watch how I fuck with the plant, and I'm noticing that it's working. Fuck. But anyways, boys, I see you guys in the next one.